guys, it's Jessii Vee, and oh my gosh, I'm married. That is so crazy. I literally have not filmed a video in 2 weeks. All the stuff you guys have been seeing were pre-filmed in early October. So it's so good to be back here in my studio with a new backdrop. I wanted to kind of pull in the Christmassy vibes, so we have a tree with some cute little lights on it. By the way, the tree is not the wrong way. I know it looks like I put it on the wrong way, but the tree trunk is actually this thing right here. I know the camera cuts it off, and these are like the tree branches coming off of it. By the way, if I sound like I'm 82 years old, it's because I have the cold and flu. I've been fighting this the last week. It's been terrible. My nose has been pouring waterfalls. I feel like it's slowly becoming the 8th wonder of the world. My cough sounds like the engine of a car, and my voice has gone down like 7 octaves, so we're good. On a positive note though, I'm so glad to be back. And if you would like to win this new wintry, Christmassy background behind me, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, so my Jessii Vee channel, turn on your notification bell, head over to my Do you see? I'm literally losing my voice by the minute. Then head over to my other channel called Vee Vlogs. Go and subscribe there and go and comment anything you want on our new honeymoon vlog. It was just posted. So head over there, post a comment, and you will automatically be entered to win this backdrop. And don't worry, I will be announcing the winner for the Halloween backdrop in the next video. It's just been a crazy couple of weeks, so I have to like prepare that, and I'll let you guys know. So as you can tell by the title of today's video, yes, Tye and I did stay at a very haunted hotel for our honeymoon. And what's funny is we didn't know it was haunted until we got there. So it was kind of like exciting when we found out, but also kind of creepy because we didn't expect it. So today I thought I would make a creepy honeymoon themed video. So the first half of the video, I'm going to be talking about all kinds of paranormal, creepy things associated with honeymoons. And in the second half of the video, I'm going to be talking about the actual hotel that we went to that was very, very, very haunted. And if you want to see footage of us actually being at this haunted hotel, definitely head over to my vlog channel because all the footage of us being there is on that channel. Alright, let's first talk about the Lady in Red ghost. And according to legend, she is a ghost that usually died in a horrible way, usually by her lover. So usually the Lady in Red's death was caused by someone she loved who broke her heart. So she is a very tormented ghost, as you can imagine. The Lady in Red is wearing a scarlet or blood red dress with a very sad story attached to her. You will usually hear stories about a Lady in Red in historic hotels, theaters, or a bunch of other public places. For example, at the Mendocino Hotel, a Lady in Red is said to haunt the establishment, having perished in a car accident on her honeymoon. And it's so crazy because most of the Lady in Red stories I've read happened on their wedding day or honeymoon, which is like so personal to me right now. And it kind of makes the 1986 Lady in Red song a little creepier now that I know this. You guys know that song, right? Lady in Red is dancing with me, cheek to cheek. There's nobody here, just you and me. Wow, that's really hard to sing with my throat hurting. But now whenever I hear that song, I'm gonna picture him dancing with this creepy ghost, unless that's what the song meant the whole time. So let's talk about the time that the Lady in Red was actually caught on camera. So like I said, there are Lady in Red ghosts all over the world, but there is also a very famous one in Vancouver. According to the legend, she haunts the historic Vancouver Fairmont Hotel. The hotel was built in 1939, and she is usually seen by guests and staff walking across the top floors in her long red flowing gown. And she often stops at the windows of the hotel and looks out into the city. There's this really creepy story about this family that once checked into a room on the 14th floor of the hotel. And immediately when they walked into the room, they called the front desk and asked if their room was double booked. As they were talking to the lady at the front desk, they described walking into their hotel room and seeing a lady in red standing by a window. Obviously, their mind didn't instantly go to ghost, so they thought their room was double booked, and the staff said no, that was not the case. So there was this local elevator mechanic who claimed to have taken her picture. He was working on a top floor at the Hotel Georgia, which is just across the street from the Fairmont Hotel. And while he was working, he randomly decided to take a photo of the Fairmont Hotel on his cell phone. And that's when he noticed a red dot in one of the topmost windows and decided to zoom in for a closer look. And if you guys look at this picture, the closer you get, you could see this red silhouette standing in a window. Now, obviously, logically, you could think it could have been anything, but the creepy fact is people often see her looking out the window into the city. Okay, next let's talk about ghost brides. Now, very similar to Ladies in Red, you also hear about ghost brides who either died on their wedding day or their wedding night. So I'm gonna give you a couple examples of where these ghost brides are usually seen. The first one is at the Fairmont Banff Springs. This 129-year-old hotel has more than a few residents who've checked in but have never checked out. There is a very famous story about a ghost bride that goes all the way back to the 1920s. The story goes that on the young couple's wedding day, the bride, decked out in her wedding gown, descended one of the hotel's marble staircases. But something startled her and it caused her to slip and fall all the way down the stairs. Some say her heel caught on the hem of her dress. Other people say her dress brushed up against a candle flame and that's what scared her because her dress started to catch on fire. No one really knows. Whatever the cause, she did not make the fall. Since then, hotel staff and guests alike have reported seeing a veiled figure moving up and down the stairs, or seeing a figure in a wedding dress dancing in the ballroom upstairs, pining for the first dance with her husband that she never had. So all of these stories are so sad, and it's so weird to read them after I've had my wedding day. The next story takes place at Old Faithful Inn, which is located at Yellowstone Park. This is a story about a headless bride, so get ready. People have reported a woman in a white dress drifting across this hotel, holding her head under her arm. According to legend, the bride was a young woman from 1915 in New York. She was staying in this hotel for her honeymoon when things took a very dark turn with her new husband. He got very angry at her one day, lashed out. You can imagine what happened, and she did not make it through the night. And due to the injuries that her husband caused, she now walks around with her head in her arms around the hotel. This next place is the City Tavern in Pennsylvania. A bride and her bridesmaids were preparing for a wedding in the morning when one of her bridesmaids accidentally knocked over a candle and caused the curtains to set on fire. The fire spread throughout the tavern, taking the lives of the bride and her bridesmaids. And what's creepy is that it says that whenever people have weddings at this hotel, her spirit is especially active, and wedding photographers often see her face appear in portraits of the bride and groom. Oh my gosh, I am so nasally right now. Alright, so to end off this video, I'm gonna be talking about the places that Tye and I went on our honeymoon that were very haunted. And then what's so cool is that after you watch this video, you can watch us actually go to these places on our vlog channel. So we actually went to 2 different hotels on our honeymoon. The first 2 days we went to the Allura Mill, which is a very old hotel, but that hotel is not said to be haunted, at least not that I know of. So part 1 of our honeymoon vlog is not at the haunted hotel, but part 2 of the honeymoon vlog definitely is. The second place we went to was the Haunted Pillar and Post Inn, located in Niagara Falls. It is a historical building built in the 1890s. And before I start talking about these places, I just want to say that all of these paranormal encounters, they are just alleged. I have not spoken with the hotel and they haven't confirmed these things with me, but there's a lot of evidence, let me just say that. I have read that there have been staff who used to work at this hotel that have been so scared and startled by seeing a ghost that they actually quit their job and never went back again. Imagine being so frightened that you can't even work anymore. So let's start with the very haunted painting that hangs in the wine bar and lounge. It's so crazy because when you're actually there and you see the room, it's such a warm and welcoming and charming spot. But people have said that the instant they look at this painting on the wall, they feel chills and they feel very suddenly uncomfortable. It is the painting of Lieutenant John Butler that hangs up on the wall. For Folklore suggests that this is his favorite painting of himself, and his spirit is often seen sitting in the chair right beneath the painting. Now what's creepy is that according to the restaurant manager, a ton of the waiters and staff are actually afraid of this painting. There's a quote from him that says, "They say they feel as if his eyes actually follow them, and some servers have felt the hair on the backs of their necks rise as if they could sense someone unpleasant watching them." And the other crazy thing is that a lot of the time the temperature drastically drops in this lounge for absolutely no reason. Now, aside from this haunted painting, there is also a little girl in a red dress seen around the hotel. Now, what's really strange is that she's usually seen walking up and down the staircases in the hotel, but she's never seen in the actual rooms. It's like she almost refuses to go into any of the hotel rooms. The staff is said to actually like this little girl ghost, and they have named her Laura. And although the staff say she's a very, very sweet ghost, they also say that she does like to play tricks a lot of the time. She will go up and pull their hair, she'll knock over wine glasses, she'll cause a mess, but she never does anything particularly evil, which is good. There is two very haunted hotel rooms in this hotel. The first one is room 222, and unlike the cute little girl ghost, this one has a very evil spirit inside of it. He seems to dislike the invasion of people into his space, so he causes doors to slam, items to disappear, TVs and radios to turn on and off, and even wakes up sleeping guests. A lot of guests even refuse to book that room because they've heard about all of the stories of this horrible ghost. It's also said that if you're even staying in a room close to room 222, you can also feel his presence if you walk by the room, if you go near the room. And what's creepy is that Tye and I actually had a room in the same hallway as room 222. So when he posts that vlog, you'll actually see us going to find that room to stand outside of it to see if we kind of sense anything evil. Then there's also room 118, which is a haunted room, but it's not haunted by anything evil. It is said that there are two old British lady ghosts that stay there. What's kind of creepy is that a lot of the time when guests get that room and don't know about the ghosts who live in there, they'll walk down the hall and stand outside of the room about to open the door with the lock, and they'll hear music playing from inside the door, and it's not until they actually open the door and go inside that it turns off. So if you want to see us go to these haunted hotels, definitely head over to the vlog channel. Tye has posted part 1, which is us going to the Allura Mill, and part 2 will be up tomorrow with all the haunted stuff. So stay tuned, and I'm so sorry I'm like so sick and probably not totally myself today. I'm so like nasally and stuffed up and like hopefully the next time I post a video I will be feeling all better and all good. But thank you guys for all of your sweet messages on our wedding video. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!